Hey, what's up, Kohai? MP here, Master Pen Show, and coming you with another SMC videos. Today we're gonna talk about basically the tech, the thing that you fix in your mech and have your own personal battle style, alright? So basically, at first the tech was released on a scale of 16 tech which they scaled back to 6 tech, which is becoming a very F2P game, which I really like it. That's why we're playing Super Mecha Champion. Alright, Kohai, so very simple. If you go down to the top left bottom, Mecha, Pilot, and then Modify, you can see this new feature. So before we talk about the new feature, I just want to let you know that if you want to see custom BR and custom tournament in the future, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to this channel, because in collaboration with Kondom, who has hosted an official tournament for Super Mecha Champion, as well as the Reese app, along with me, and if you want to count NetEase, we will be making a custom Battle Royale tournament in a month or two. They are still playing that, and once they have a schedule or a fixed plan, they will have to discuss with me, and then we will have this custom BR every 2 weekly using the Reese app. And there's gonna be such great rewards such as item gift card, Google Play gift cards, merchandises, and maybe even exclusive skin. With that said, let's get back to the features, right? So let's say you go to the tag and then you see a lot of things that you don't know. So I'm gonna try to explain as much as I can for you. So if you go to the modules, you get to tune your personal normal modules, that's it. But if you go to the current one, you might be confusing. Over here you can choose a couple of mech. This is a PC version. I'm afraid you'll have to pick it at the lower bottom on the mobiles. So yeah, I'm gonna just scale it down to Arthur, very simple, right? That's it. So you got six empty slots. Blue represents defense and red represents attack. So over on the right over here, you have the damage, you have the gacha, you have the survival, you have the restore, and you have the flexible. I'm gonna try to explain what does this mean, alright? Damage means damage, very straightforward. Gacha means AoE, and survival means your durability, how tanky your mech is. Restore means how your mech works in lifesteal or repairing or recovering. That's something like that. And then flexible means his movement speed, and even if it counts as field, because fields keep you moving, so it counts as flexible. So I'm gonna keep it at that detail. And then over at the detail, you can actually see how much your builds are, alright? Now before we get down to the build thing, let's go down to all. So the tech is divided into attack tech and defense tech, which is really convenient. And there are a total of 30 tech in total. And with the one you haven't unlocked, you can use this research part, which level up players level to get. For each you receive each of these research parts every 2 levels before level 40, and 1 tech every 5 levels. So if you're level 100 and above, you can actually unlock all the tech you want right here, right now. So it's very free to play in my concern, alright? It's really good. It's not a bad thing. It is officially coming to the NA, officially coming to all the other server. It used to be in the Asia, it was such a hectic thing. Now let's get down to it. You can actually build a couple of things down to your Arthur. Let's say I already have long range damage, I can insert another long range damage. And then I want another long range damage. Let's say I play Arthur really far. So it's a kind of thing where you have to tune. It means that your Arthur and my Arthurs are not the same, alright? We might have the same skin and everything, we might be an Arthur user, but we have different built into our Arthur. And I can put durability in if I want to make my Arthur more tanky. Now this is very subjective. A lot of people are gonna have different kind of things, and it's a really good thing. That's why we need more content creators making their videos, making their gameplays, and showcasing their build. That's what I want to see in the YouTube of Super Mecha Champion. Now with that said, let's get down to all of this tech one by one. If some of you don't understand what this tech is about, yeah, let's get down to it. So let's go down to attack first. Let's keep it simple. Now, Hyperfire, long range damage increased by 1.5%. Increased damage versus mecha more than 100 meters away. So if you're playing something that's really long range, such as Hurricane or something that's Gabriel, you play him really far as sniping. So yeah, this might be the core, this might be the tech you want to use. And each tech comes with 2 attributes. So it has short velocity, valid for low, regular, and high speed rounds. So basically, velocity is how fast your bullets or your slashes travels. Now we have another range attack component, long range damage increase 1.5, same thing, reload rate. Valid only for weapons with click capacity or rechargeable round. So basically, click capacity is something like they have magazine and stuff like that. And if you're using something like Arthur, it does have recharge rounds, but I don't know if it works, because as far as I'm concerned, only click capacity works. Now you have another long range damage increase, and then you have accuracy, reducing scattering for weapons and increased accuracy. If you're a neutron star user and you find it neutron star is very hard to hit target because of the scattering of its primary attack, then accuracy, it might be the one that you want to go for. If you're in a team play and you don't do that as a neutron stars, then maybe you can go some other build. Now keep in mind that short range damage increase is higher than long range damage increase. So you gotta, this might be good for Arthur or Neutron, right? Look at the short range damage increase, 1.8, and it is within 50 meters. So Whirlwind Slash and Neutron Stars are gonna be using this a lot. Hostile is possible with the Superman Punch, and might be, Caramel might be good for this, I don't know. And we have another short range. So short range are basically all 1.8, and then they have damage bonus versus shield, increased damage versus all shield, including Mecha Shield and temporary shield. So it helps you take down the enemy's Mecha Shield a lot faster. Now we have an AoE, increased AoE by 2%, which is really good. Artillery module, damage bonus with high durability. So let's say damage bonus when your mecha is at 80% or more, you get a increased damage of 1.8. I still think that the short range is technically more better than this, because not most of the time when you're in battle you will have a 80% HP above. So I don't think this is a really good build. So this is an outie for me. Next thing is precise trigger, damage bonus with high durability, same thing, accuracy, yeah. No, this is not good. Maybe you can keep your max at 80%, I don't know, but I still prefer the short range and the long range, because once your max HP fall below than 80, it's not stacking. Now, secondary weapon recovery, improved chamber. Secondary weapon skill recovery improved, so it kind of improved the cooldown, which is really good. Stacked along with some other pilot. I think there's one pilot that reduced the cooldown, which is Rome. No, that was combat skill, so yeah, it could be useful for you if you're using something that wants to use his secondary attack really fast. And then we have the reload rate, same thing, rate of fire. Alright, rate of fire, optimal reloading, valid only for rate of fire with primary weapons, not secondary, not chargeable weapons, so your primary attack. So what rate of fire means that you fire a lot faster, so speed firing, right? I'll translate to you, it's called speed firing. And then down here we got rate of fire, accuracy, area of explosion, and shot velocity. That's it. That's nothing much. Most of those things are really the same. So it depends on what kind of style you want to play on the attack. For example, if I want to kill, if I play Raven, I probably go with AoE and velocity. But you can't have everything in one go. Let's say, for example, reload rate. It doesn't work on some Mac, like Arthur. His slash doesn't work, but I want the long range damage increase, so there's no choice. Next thing, let's talk about the defense module, right? So let's go one by one again, talk about what their attribute means. Basically, all their stats the same. Like, if there's one durability here, the next durability is going to be 1% as well. So defense optimization, increase max durability for mecha by 1% is not really a lot, I say. 1% is not really a lot. So item use speed, that can be really useful. 6%, that's a lot, man. Increase item use time in backpack in mecha. Let's say big repair is 8 seconds, so it's gonna reduce down to 7.6 or 7.7, I don't know, but still that's gonna save you a bit, right? And then we have short range DR, reduce damage from enemy within 50. So someone who's coming close range to you, you're gonna have a decrease in 2%, and unlike the attack one where you increase by 1.8. So it really depends on the playstyle, right? So next thing we have shield, increase shield for mecha, and shield recovery, increase mecha shield recovery. So what it means is that it recovers a lot faster by 2% and increase the shield by 2%. This might be good for Neutron if you're using Neutron, because Neutron is one of the fastest mecha to regenerate his shield. So yeah, if you want him to keep having that shield up, dashing away, coming back, augment shield. Shield increase 2%, shield DR, reduce damage from enemy when shield is not 0. So your shield is gonna have a reduced damage. Like, when your shield is 0, you're taking normal damage, but if your shield is up, you're taking a damage reduced by 2.5%. Alright, life drain on attack, self-healing liner, recovering durability equal to a certain percentage of damage due to enemy mecha. So for example, if your mecha deal 100 damage, you get 1.2%, so that's like 120, 12, right? 12 back. So life drain attack actually works really good on Skylark as well as Raven because they already have a passive life steal. So stacking that, you might be able to regenerate some health back. Low durability DR. Reduce damage from enemy when durability is under 40. So if you're playing something soft, maybe you want this. When you get more tankier when your HP is below 40. First response unit, life drain on attack, recovery durability equal to a certain percentage, same thing, 1.2. So you can kind of stack these two to get 2.4. I don't know about you, but yeah, with Raven and Skylark, that might just work a lot. Shield recovery, increased mecha shield recovery, 2.0. So yeah, that's good too. That's good too. You get some life drain and you get to regenerate your shield a lot more faster. Now, combat skill recovery. Do not confuse this with your primary attack or secondary attack. Combat skill recovery means your dash, alright? Every mech has a dash. Skill recovery improved for mecha, reduce cooldown by 1.6. So if you're using Arthur, you want that dash to come back faster. This might be the one for you. I technically put this on my Boltus because Boltus has a chain on the lightning. So if you wanna do some chaining fast, this might be the one you want because to reduce a couple of cooldown. Secondary weapon recovery. Secondary weapon skill recovery improved. So very straightforward. Secondary skill Arthur Woven Slash reduced by 2%. That's really good. Now combat skill recovery, same thing again. I just want to bring up that if you stack with Roam's secondary skill, which is the combat skill recovery, might just actually work. You stack this, and then you stack with Roam. That might just actually work for a very fast dash for Boltus. Now, improved field tank, very straightforward. If you stack it up with Joanna's skill, a secondary skill, you might get max field increased by a lot and field recovery. I technically put it on my Arthur. I put field on my Arthur because I always want my Arthur to move around. But it really depends on what you want. If you want your Arthur to be shield, then you might go for shield. Arthur don't really go well with life drain, so it really depends on your playstyle. I know some mech like Raven only has life steal, but you can actually play Raven around something else too, like the chain hook. You want a chain hook to reduce by cooldown. Maybe you slap that combat skill recovery down. Field recovery, max field, shield DR. Alright. Shield DR, reduce damage from enemy when shield is not 0. Same thing, straightforward. Movement speed, I think movement speed is really important for some mech. Mecha ground movement speed increase, including walking, running, and shooting. So you can actually stack movement speed 1, movement speed 2. That's really a lot already. And reload rate. You get some reload rate 3%, you get some fuel recovery 1.8, and then down to the last two, you get Legion component, which is mecha regen speed, reduce waiting time for recalling a mech after it's destroyed by 4%. Do you really want that? Because if you play your mech well, excuse me, if you play your mech well, you can actually save your mech. So do you want mecha regen speed? Instead of losing all these cool attributes, I'll leave it to you. I'm not gonna tell you how to play your mech. There's gonna be so many different style of players out there, which is really vast now, which is why I'm really proud about the game. Height of ejection. Do you want this? Higher pilot ejection altitude when mecha is destroyed. Not really useful if you know how to dodge around, and then it's still useful. And ace time, if you fly too high, you might just die. If you want to get to a higher place, this might be useful. But do you want to miss out on all these other attributes? Last but not least, mecha regen speed. Reduce waiting time for recalling mech. Same thing. Long range DR. Reduce damage from enemy beyond 150 meter. This might work for something like Gabriel or Caramel that's sniping from very far. So that's basically it regarding the modules. Regarding the tech, I'm not going to teach you how to build your tech. You can share it among your friends. We can have discussion videos on what's the best build for a single mech. So pilots, what do you personally think about this mech? Do you love it? Do you hate it? I personally love it because it shows that different players have different kind of playstyles, and my Arthur and your Arthur, or my mech and your mech, is not the same. So hopefully to be able to see more tech in the future and to be able to see it in an F2P perspective. Again guys, I explained everything that needs to be done regarding the tech. It's currently released on the global, so leave a like if you like this video, and alright. And make sure you leave your personal opinion regarding the comments down. Just comment down something, alright? Just comment down something. And I'm gonna be streaming, so don't worry about it, guys. Thank you all so much for supporting. I'm MP, and A, it's just a gaming channel.